What's up, guys? We are back here with some more Aetherdrift Standard, and today we are bringing back a often forgotten creature type. It's Goblins. We're back, and maybe better than ever? So Aetherdrift has brought us some interesting new Goblins to play with. We're going to start off with kind of one of the more important ones here, Howl Squad Heavy. This is 2 in a red for a 2/3. It's sort of like a Goblin Rabblemaster type card, where it gives all of your other goblins haste. Combat, you get a 1/1 that attacks each turn. It has start your engines, and then once you have max speed, it gives you the ability to tap for a red for each goblin you control. Now, you don't really have a ton of mana sinks to use the Howl Squad Heavy, but mainly what it's here for is to create extra bodies, because Goblins is historically a deck that wants to go wide, and more importantly, the ability to give all of your other Goblins haste. Now, the reason that's so important is because Foundations gave us a reprint that a lot of people kind of forgot about, which is Krenko Mob Boss. Pretty simple card, 3/3 for 4. You could tap it to make X goblins, where X is the number of goblins you control, so it sort of doubles up all of your creatures. And as we mentioned before, Goblins is a deck that wants to go wide. So if you're already going wide, now you can go wide X2. And Krenko is a very, very powerful card, but it is inhibited by the fact that you have to wait a turn to use it. Now, when you have Howl Squad Heavy, you have this in play, you play Krenko on turn 4, you just tap it immediately and make a whole bunch of goblins. And what's even more powerful about that is because we're going so wide, we have 8 lords. We have 4 Dropkick Bomber, another card from Foundations, and 4 Rundvelt Hordemaster. Both of these cards just provide additional +1/+1 for all your goblins. Specifically, Hordemaster is huge because it sort of has this lightning rod effect, which, to be fair, even if it was just a lord, they probably would have to kill it first anyways, but now they even doubly have to kill it first, because whenever a goblin dies, you get to flip the top card. If it's a goblin, you can play it till the end of the next turn. So, gives you some good insurance against sweepers that aren't named Sunfall. Stuff like Pyroclasm, I guess Malicious Eclipse wouldn't work either, but Pyroclasm, Day of Judgment, Fuel the Flames, Brotherhood's End, all this kind of stuff. Really good card against that, because if they can't kill the Hordemaster first, they sweep your board, you get 5 or 6 triggers, you can probably rebuild. There's still more new cards in this deck, by the way. We haven't even got over them all. Draconautics Engineer, which is... You see this a lot in red-green decks, paired alongside with Afterburner Expert as kind of like this exhaust package, where if you mill over Expert, you can use the Engineer, very cheap exhaust ability, 1 mana, get it back, give it haste. But with no green in this deck, now you still have some good stuff to give haste. Again, Krenko. So if you have Engineer and you have 5 mana, you can go play Krenko, activate Engineer, give it haste, and kind of pop off from there. And then sometimes we mentioned Howl Squad Heavy is a way to give you a boatload of mana. Not a lot of mana sinks. This is one of them, because this can be, for all intents and purposes, a 7 mana play where you go Engineer, Mega Dragon, haste, attack. So gives you a little bit of things to do with some extra mana from Howl Squad Heavy. And then last but not least, we have Burnout Bashtronaut. Kind of a very unassuming card, but very powerful, because it is 1 mana for a creature that has evasion and start your engines. Even if the rest of the card had no other text, wouldn't matter, because that's kind of what you're playing it for. This is a very good way to ensure that you have max speed as fast as possible, and you really want to do that because Howl Squad Heavy gets a lot more powerful if you can have the max speed ability the turn after you play it, which you can very easily do if you have turn 1 Bastronaut. So hands that have this card on turn 1 are like night and day difference. Hands that don't have this on turn 1, it's kind of wild. And then past that, you have a couple of Dragon Fodders here just to go wide. Searslicer Goblin, same thing, kind of just more stuff that goes wide. A couple of Torches. Scamp is not fantastic, but it is pretty good when combined with the Lords, because you can use these to pump up the power and then sack Scamp, and it kind of gives you a little bit of, not removal per se, but ways to, like, it's really hard to explain, but just help fill up the curve. You can attack and sacrifice to kill 1-drops and all that stuff. In the mana base, we have Soulstone Sanctuary and Amonkhet Raceway. You'll notice there's no copies of Cavern of Souls, and that is a choice that was made on purpose, because our sideboard contains a lot of red cards that aren't goblins. 4 Barrage, 4 Screaming Nemesis, 2 Frenzy, and 2 Burst Lightning, alongside the Torches and the Dragon Fodders. So you really want to keep an eye on how many non-red lands you're playing. This is already 5, and I think that's enough, and I would much prefer the Raceways, because this card, combined again with Burnout Bashtronaut, if you can get max speed very quickly, is another way to give Krenko haste. So that's kind of cool. And to be honest, who's countering your spells anyways? Nobody's playing counter spells in this format, because the standard format is so fast that you can't really play counter spells right now. And then the sideboard is super clean. 4 Barrage, 4 Nemesis, 3 Vacuum, 2 Burst Lightning, 2 Frenzy. So not a lot to talk about there, but boy, we had quite a run with this Goblins deck, and I think it has the potential to be maybe tier 1. Just a completely absurd run, and I can't wait to keep working on this one. And I can't wait for you to see the games, which we will be back in just a little bit for round number 1. But first, a quick word from our sponsor, CoolStuffInc.com. If you need any Aetherdrift singles, Cool Stuff has got you covered. Be sure to head over to CoolStuffInc.com, use promo code DOOM at checkout, get yourself 5% off of your order, and exclusive free Doomwake Rhino token. Cool Stuff Inc. They got cool stuff, and they got it in stock. Yeah, I did see that. I did see that list. Wait, they actually lost the Breach? No shot. Did they actually lose the Breach? No way. Bro has main deck Stony and main deck Leyline of the Void and still lost the Breach. Nice deck. Nice fucking deck. Yo, mirror match? Any mirror matches? I should have played this, honestly. Yeah. Well, see, the thing is, apples and fruits, I would want to play Expert. Because if you're gonna play Cauldron and Engineer, you might as well play Expert. It just makes sense, right? Why did I cast Dragon Fodder last turn? Fuck it, I'm taking it. I should not have done that. I'm just gonna raise. We just go Bomber this turn, hit for 4 to blank the Scamp, and then next turn hit for 6, play Searslicer Engineer. We can win this race. No, it wasn't just 4. Go back and look at the list again. They had 2 Damping Sphere, 4 Leyline of the Void, and 2 Stony Silence, and 3 Pest Control, all main deck. Still lost the Breach. Yeah. Yes, they had Leylines too. It was unreal. Cool, I'm at 3. Well, I guess I can kill your Slickshot show off. Can I play around Rage? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 power, 5 minus 3 is 2. So I guess we can double block. Blade Sound. Thank you for the tier 1 sub. Appreciate the sub, Blade Sound. Chat, we are getting that much closer to playing with Radiant Lotus and Boommobile. If you guys want to see that deck in action, that is the current sub goal that is in place. We'll spend a lot of time playing that deck. I do really want to play that. Was that about racing? Don't worry about it. We're still winning the race. See, here's the thing you got to realize. As long as we are not at 0, then the race is still in place. It's still possible. Flowcrat and Crusader, thank you for the subs. I like how my favorite part about that game is when they said thinking and then killed me when I was tapped out. That was my favorite part of that game. I like that a lot. I like Krenko, but kind of slow in this matchup, I think. Yeah, chat, is the race over? I don't know. It could be. Veteran's probably too slow. Just have as many cheap cards as possible. Alright, now, whenever my opponent does that to me, I always try to think of, in the next game, what is, like, I need to find a spot where I can slow roll them now. It's important, okay? We need to make sure, we need to, like, you know, set some boundaries here. So if and when I have an opportunity to slow roll them, I will do so. This thing is just going to die. What if I just played 2 1-drops? Play 2 1-drops, no block, next turn, Hordemaster. I mean, ideally, I don't want to play this until they lose the Scamp, but... See, I'm glad Flowcrack gets it, you know? Reciprocating the BM is one of the best parts about playing the game. Alright, give me an tap land. Yeah, I think I can just slow roll. I can keep slow rolling the Hordemaster for a little bit. They'll eventually tap out. Well, they're in the tank now. Now they don't know what to do. They're like, wait, you have good cards in your deck? Now the question is, do you sack the Scamp to target their Scamp? I mean, it's just not going to work, right? What's the worst case scenario? I sack mine, target theirs. They have... I mean, it at least burns a pump spell, right? I mean, I guess worst case would be like Monstrous Rage. I think I'm just going to decline, though. Yeah, Snake Skin's probably the worst one. That can't be good. Yeah, that's a good point, too. I guess worst case scenarios, they do nothing, and they just kill my Burnout, and then I, you know, I just trade whatever. Okay. You know that's not lethal, right? I mean, I only have 11. Wait, what? Huh? Why'd they do that? I feel like the only reason they would do that is if they had Slick Shot Pump Spell in hand, which I can't beat anyways, right? So I should just play my Hordemaster? Should I hold anything back? I don't know. They don't usually play that many burn spells, though. Man, I wish I could deal them a point of damage before combat. If I just had a shock, they'd be dead, because then these would have double strike. Maybe I hold back the Scamp? Yeah, I guess holding back Scamp is fine. Alright, if I get a turn, you're dead. Something tells me I'm not getting a turn, though. Oh, okay. I don't care about that. You can have that. Alright, game 3. Game 3. I think. Run it back. I mean, there's nothing to slow roll when they're dead on board, right? It's a little hard to slow roll when you just have lethal in play. I guess I could slow roll by waiting to attack. Is that considered a slow roll, even though they're just dead on board? My opponent has kept a hand of 7 cards, huh? I mean, I can't mulligan hands like this, can I? I am aware that it does not have a kill spell, but like you just have to keep these, I think. They haven't had a Leyline all 3 games. Never mind. I lied. Never mind. Dude, it's like the comedic timing. As soon as I said it, that was pretty good. Oh, hold on a second. They gave me a chance? I repeat, our opponent has given me a chance. Boss champ? I appreciate the offer. They're trying to throw. I respect it. Okay, if they miss a land drop again... Wait, did I remove lands, am I right? No, but I have nice deck. If they miss a land drop again, it's definitely nice deck time. 100%, okay? I'll even prepare the nice deck. Hold. Yeah, pre-moving emotes. Beep boop, beep boop. Look, they started it, okay? I'm just finishing it. It's the way that's what I tell myself, all right? That's how I justify it. It's maybe not the best way to do it, but I've just been getting destroyed by these Leyline decks all day, okay? Just let me have this one thing. This entire stream has just been non-stop losing to Leyline decks. This is all I got, alright? That's all I got. That's all I got. I don't know, but I've played against so much Leyline today. I don't think it. I don't remember seeing it's. I don't remember seeing it do well on Magic Online, so I don't think it was that. 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, this is the turn. This is the opportunity for me to slow roll them, right? Hold on. Weren't they just in on board? Didn't I just have lethal in play without the Nemesis? With the double strike dude? 2, 4, 6. Yeah, it was just lethal anyways, right? If I just pump this, that's 4, 5, 6, 11. Yeah, if they had land Pyroclasm, we would have been fucked, but... Alright. I got a 1-drop and a 2-drop. I don't really have much else besides that, but... Okay. Based Seachrome Coast Enjoyer. Less based. I wonder how this matchup goes. I would guess not great. Yeah, maybe. Did Croakies play it today? That's usually what I ask myself. I'm like, okay, if this deck is everywhere on the ladder, did Croaky stream today, and did he play that deck? If the answer to either of those questions is yes, then that's why. I mean, I'm doing this. Still don't really want to trade Hordemaster for Pixie, though. I think ideally I discard this, keep the torch. I can just know where to run the Hordemaster to. I know, but you get the point, right? It's like, if I'm running into a deck on the ladder a lot, 90% of the time it's because that's what Croaky's played today. Okay. I think I'm still discarding the engineer, right? I guess it depends on what they target. I think if they target Pixie, maybe I discard the torch. Another target goblin you control gains flying, and when this creature deals combat damage, sacrifice it. Because the problem is I don't have a way to kill this Pixie. But I really want to kill the Scavenger. God, it's so close. Alright, I'm going to discard the Engineer. I don't know if that's right. It's so close. Okay. Nothing, huh? So, I guess their plan is double block the Burnout? Kind of okay with that, though, right? So if they double block a Burnout, I could just pump and trade for both. If they double block Bomber, then I just kill one and then they'd lose everything. So I think either situation is fine with me. Oh, well, they could also just take it. We pumping? No, I think I want to animate the Soulstone this turn. Maximum speed! I mean, 3/3 double strike menace. Kind of a lot. 3/3 double strike menace. Huge goblin coming in. We no longer have a 3/3 double strike menace. Yeah, man. I guess I'm going to kill the Scavenger. I really did want to flip the Soulstone this turn, but I don't want them making the Pixie bigger. Well, it only pumps toughness. Could give it flying. Trigger. Missed the land. So now they kind of have a good double block on the Bomber at least. Okay. They may not even be interested in blocking. They may just want to attack, yeah. I mean, I don't know if I have time for that, but that is a magic card at least. I don't think I'm supposed to attack. Maybe, though. Maybe attack is fine. This card is so bad against town. Surely they won't just bounce my Krenko this turn. They wouldn't do that. Come on. Come on. Right? I'm not going to comment. I will not be commenting. Alright. Let's do this now, I guess. Go. I mean, the bombers are actually kind of good here, because we can use the bomber to block one of their flyers. Okay, the bomber's actually kind of huge here, honestly. This is the first time I've ever seen this ability come up this clutch. Yeah. Wait, goblins can fly? You sure about that? How does that work? I guess they're flying because they're being shot out of the cannon. Is that how they fly? Math checks out. What do we do against Pixie? I don't know. Probably go with the barrages. So, 1 Krenko, 1 bomber, fodders barrage in. Something like that? Yeah, I guess. Goblin Balloon Brigade. R. 1/1. Tap R mana. Goblin Balloon Brigade gains flying until end of turn. Yeah, but you don't even have to sacrifice it. That card's broken. I thought it was a cannon, no? Isn't there like one of the iconic flavor texts is like step 1, find your cousin, step 2, get a cannon, step 3, find another cousin, or something like that? Or one of those? That's not exactly what it is, but you know what I mean. It's called fodder cannon, right? It's like an iconic flavor text. Yeah, step 1, find your cousin. Step 2, get your cousin in the cannon. Step 3, find another cousin. That's what I thought it was. Is that the original flavor text? What was the original printing? It is the original flavor text. Yo. Why do you think I haven't been answering? It's because I haven't done my taxes yet. Oh my god. Thank you for the 17-month resub. Welcome back. I don't know why, but every time I see your username, I just think of that in the Randy Savage voice. Like, oh my god. I don't know why, but I just do. Yeah, well, I mean, isn't that what goblins do? Don't they just put their relatives in cannons? That's just normal stuff. This is kind of awkward. All of my cards died to know where to run. Could just make a 3/3. No, fuck that. I'm playing this. My user is meant to be read like Bob from Bob's Burgers. Oh, I see. Would you be upset if I told you I never watched that show? Not like because I have anything against it. I just don't watch TV shows that much. Boop. Beep boop beep boop. I mean, we've achieved the combo. Now, I don't know if we're going to untap with Owl Squad Heavy and or draw land 4, but we'll try. Canceling Doom for not watching TV. All right, I will say, and I'm not going to tell you what show it is because I'm a little embarrassed, but I have been binge watching a particular TV show recently. But you're not going to get it out of me, okay? I can assure you that. I'm just gonna full send. It's definitely not Gilmore Girls. Give us hints. What would be a good hint? I don't really know what a good hint would be. What station is it on? I was watching on Discovery Plus. I don't know if it's on other networks, but... Alright, look, I got into it because Wubby was watching it, alright? It was 90 Day Fiancé. He watches it like every single week. So like I was watching him react to it, and then I just kind of got into the show. It's like I don't think it's that bad. I think I've been enjoying it. Bro, where's my land? Now I can't attack. Trash TV's so fun. It's not trash, though. Alright, I'll draw land for eventually, I promise. I mean, as soon as I said it, I knew I was going to end up saying it. Like, as soon as I said, you're not going to get it out of me, you knew I was going to say it. Like, I can't basically set up the whole joke and just not tell you the joke, you know? But no, I've been liking it. They'll counter this. Come on! You fucker. Go. Damn it. Because now they're going to kill my Krenko. You would never. I mean, they kind of countered it. Torch the Dawed. How the hell can I deal them damage? I don't know, man. Alright, I found a line, but it ain't pretty. I have to lose a lot of material to do this, but... yeah, I know. It's not the worst card, but it's also not the best. So trade, then we get another token. I mean, this is not that bad, depending on their leftovers. They do still have talents, though, which is kind of awkward. What gets banned in March? If Breach is not banned in March, I don't know what they're doing. Did you guys see there was the Showcase Challenge this weekend had 6 Breach decks in the top 8? It was absurd. No, nothing in Standard. I think Standard's perfect. Am I trading Soulstone for Fear of Isolation? I mean, I have to. I just have to. I have to hope they brick. The Pixie deck eventually bricks, right? No, I don't think Town should be banned. People just need to, like... There are plenty of decks that are good against the Pixie decks. I mean, it'd be interesting to see what happens at the Pro Tour, you know? Oh, it's an ambitious attack. So that means they drew a kill spell then? Yeah. So much for them bricking, by the way. Alright, go. How about this turn? Can I get a brick out of you? Yeah, the PT is Standard. What deck would you recommend against Pixie? I think the Cage deck is heavily favored against Pixie. Okay, that's like kind of a brick. Every time that I play Cage, I'm very, very happy to play to get to queue into Pixie. No, I did not qualify for the PT. I may have done a little bit of debating with the title. We're going to be doing a watch party for the PT, but I'm not qualified. But we're going to be doing a watch party all weekend long for the PT. That's why the title says, 4 days until the PT. Although I'm not lying, I didn't say I didn't say in the title that I qualified. I'm just saying 4 days until the PT, which is a true statement. Yeah, the only matchup that I don't want to play against as Cage is anything with Sunfall, but everything else is kind of fine. I didn't see it. Did they put a card on top? It's kind of wild how much we're grinding with them. I mean, I think we still are in a huge disadvantageous spot here, but we are kind of keeping up with them. For a fucking mono red deck. Hordemaster just kind of does that. Oh. Okay, that's fine. I mean, I'd prefer it to not happen, but I'll allow it. A song request for Daniel in the queue. Okay. Excuse me. I mean, now I kind of want them to draw kill spells, because I get to draw 2 cards when they play a kill spell. Yeah, I know. Get back over the throat. Yeah. Okay. We definitely attack here, right? They go to 3 and we draw 2 cards. I think the attack is good. Okay. Attack definitely good. Holy shit, it's wild how much we're just grinding through Pixie right now. Look at their draw too. It wasn't even bad. Other than the fact that they had a couple of pain lands, their draw was very good, right? But just these Hordemasters are just grinding through everything. It's kind of I'm impressed. I'm not gonna lie, I'm very impressed with this. I didn't say that, man. I literally, we were having this conversation, and I literally said Pixie is fine. Oh, you're making fun of chat. Why would you do that? Why would you make fun of chat? Okay, that's kind of fucked up. Stop! Cease! I mean, you wouldn't put yourself dead on board, would you? You probably shouldn't do that. I would advise against that. The smart play. You only have one option. You have no cards in hand. You have to cast your creature and jump block. And hope I don't draw a torch. Which, I did not draw a torch, but that one is pretty... Well, it doesn't do that much. Other than deal them 1 point of damage. Alright, you're at 2. Surely they can't get out of this mess, right? Come on. What could they even draw at this point? What one card buys them a turn? I guess... Fear of Isolation, maybe? Fear, bounce nowhere, play nowhere, kill this, chump here, go to 1. Yeah, they could draw a town, I guess. They could draw a town. Crazy games. That was impressive, right? If you watch that game and you were not impressed by specifically Rundvelt Hordemaster, I don't know what to tell you. What are the other Dominaria Lords, by the way? Because it makes you wonder, I wonder if... Because we've tried Merfolk and we've tried Goblins. What are the other 3 Lords? Elves has Leafcrown Visionary. What's white, what's black? Was there not a white and a black one? Oh, right. White was soldier. Okay. And then black was clerics? Wait, there's a cleric one? I don't remember that one. What's the cleric one? Is that like the one that you can sack a cleric to reanimate something or something like that? Oh, sack a cleric, search for a black creature curve at the bath. Okay, that one. That one sucks. That one's not very good. I wonder if elves are viable, though. Has elves gotten any support lately? We could check. Something that I didn't really think about. I doubt it. I mean, you could be a Llanowar Elf deck, right? That's got to count for something. Is there any good 3-mana elves? Oh, right. Archdruid and the other one. The one that makes tokens, right? They gave us that one. Imperious Perfect. Yeah, I guess attacking last turn was fine, because I could have killed the Fear of Isolation. You might be right about that. I mean, I think now I just attack with Scamp and play these two. Oh, I should have played the Burnout first. I'm stupid. I'm dumb. I'm dumb. I'm dumb. I know, -1 speed. Streamer was not thinking. Should have 1 more speed. I don't know if it's going to matter, but it could matter. Like the tier 2 at best, but I got hit with an elf ball deck this weekend. Yeah, we tried elves. I remember that now. We tried elves when Foundations came out, because we got Imperious Perfect, Elvish Archdruid, and Genesis Wave, but it still didn't feel that good at that point. I do remember we did try that a little bit when Foundations first came out. It was okay. At 11. They're 12. So, excuse me, if I said everything, they put... Can they afford to put Pixie on Hordemaster? They Pixie on Hordemaster, Scavenger on Searslicer, I pump Burnout. They take 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, then I can sack Scamp, put them to... It's 9? So, I think the answer is no, right? We can't send everything? So what can I send? I mean, I'm probably just going to die next turn, right? They likely just have another Hopeless Nightmare. But I don't think there's anything I can do about it. So I think I just send these two. I mean, if they block with Pixie, then I like that. That's good for me. Because that means I'm not dead to just a Hopeless Nightmare. Hold. It's a lot of triggers. Oh, that's actually kind of huge. Okay, we might be doing it. We might actually be doing it. Hold, please. Hold your applause. So now, if they block Searslicer Hordemaster, 3... Yeah, that's just lethal. I think we should be okay. I don't think that matters too much, right? Maybe that allows them to attack with the Fear of Isolation. This is really tough. I mean, it's obviously sack the Scamp, but it's just where do you target? I'm gonna go Scavenger. Okay, we missed on the top, which is kind of awkward. I'm really good at drawing scamps. That's good. Christmas, thank you for the raid. Welcome, Raiders from Christmas. We're playing the Goblins. The Goblinos. So we can force trade Burnout for Scavenger. What happens if I send everything? They block Searslicer and 2/2. They take 2, 4, 5, pump is 6. They go to 1. But they have to trade off for the Scavenger. I think team is fine this turn. Yeah, I think team is fine. Because they put Fear of Isolation on Searslicer, Scavenger on Hordemaster. No, they can't do that. Right, they can't block the Hordemaster, or else they die. Yeah, if they block the Hordemaster, they take lethal. So this is like force trades. Let me go pump here, put them to 1, play Scamp. And maybe they have outs, but yeah, I mean, the fact that they're at 1 and they have 3 pain lands in play, like, good luck with that, you know? Yeah, we're just kind of doing our own thing today, Monkey Pleb. But welcome to the stream. If you're new here, hope you're enjoying. Oh, I forgot they could do that. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Wait, they gain 1 life? Okay. Please don't tell me that you gaining 1 life would mean that I die. That would be such a disaster. Oh, that would have been... that would have been a disaster. Oh, baby. I mean, you would, if you were going to play green-black elves, you probably would play the Siege Beetle in the elf deck, right? Most likely. Exhaust elves. To be fair, elves would be a sick Cauldron deck. You have a lot of good abilities. Did we ever try Agatha's Soul Cauldron with Elvish Archdruid? I don't know if we did. But now that I'm saying it, it sounds kind of hot, doesn't it? You might ask yourself, what are you doing with all that mana, streamer? That, I don't know the answer to that question, but you can figure that out. That's a question that you ask yourself once you have 20 mana, not beforehand, you know? The answer is probably just Genesis Wave. That's got to be like the best green card that you can just spend that you can dump a whole bunch of mana into. Does Veteran count itself? It does, thankfully. If I read this card and it said other goblins, I might have ended stream. Okay, this is all fine-ish. I love that they're attacking. Oh, do they just have a nowhere to run in hand? I guess this is safer if they have nowhere to run. Because if I go for Veteran, target the Pixie, and they have nowhere on this, it's so bad for me. So I'm just not going to do that. Oh, nothing, huh? I like nothing. I think I just send everything and let them block. Because if they double the heavy, then I can torch the Pixie. Is there a way I get punished by doing this? I mean, I guess they could have a counterspell. Can't imagine they would board in counterspells against me, though. That worked out pretty well. Beep boop, beep boop. Oh, right. I didn't realize they didn't have blue mana. They got auto-tapped. No, I wanted that. Not my Veteran. I needed that guy. Okay. Look, you can kill as many 1/1s as you want. I don't give a shit. I'm okay with that. Combat? I'm attacking. So they take 6, go to 12. Almost Rebel Master. See, the unfortunate part about Howl Squad Heavy in this deck is there's not really anything to use your mana on. So, like, once I have, once I have speed 4, like, what am I doing with all that mana? We are going wide today, chat. We are going wide Joel. The widest Joel you've ever seen. They can double block a heavy with Anchorage Pixie. I think I'm okay with that, though. Because they take 9 speed online. I don't know if anybody else finds this as funny as I do, but for whatever reason, whenever I see my opponent take a damage from a pain land and trigger speed, I don't know why, I'd find that hysterical. Hold. So they can go up to 8 and then block there, still take 9. I'll be sacking a token, thank you very much. It's not the best card against Howl Squad Heavy, huh? Are they just dead on board? They appear to be dead on board. 2-0 against Pixie with Goblins, by the way. And my opponents have yet to cast that card against me. So, basically take it with a grain of salt, right? Like, in the games where they have nowhere to run and start bouncing it a bunch to kill your when your 3-drops die to nowhere to run, that is kind of sketchy. I mean, like I said, I've been fortunate enough to where they haven't found the nowhere to runs, but I don't know if I want to know what happens when they do find them. What about when your 4-drops die to nowhere to run? I don't know what you're talking about. No idea what you're talking about. I would never do that. Holy Mardu? Opponent? Mardu discard. Interesting. Mardu Pixie. Dude, casting Nurturing Pixie and picking up Chainsaw? Now you're talking to me. Holy. I mean, this card does pop off with Monument. Holy shit, Guardian with Inti? Oh my god, did they break it? No, like, seriously, did they break it? Okay, maybe they didn't break it. I'm beginning to think they may not have broken it. The thoughts on not including Soul Cauldron? Just wanted to keep this is more of a streamline list. There's definitely another version of this deck that has Soul Cauldron, but this specific version did not include it because, like I said, it wants to be a little more more aggressive and more streamlined. I don't know what this does when it enlists. Scry 2? It's only a 3/3 though, right? Am I allowed to block it? I guess I probably shouldn't, because they could find Burst Lightning to kill the Krenko. I don't remember seeing this list. Wait, what? So I just don't know what enlist does? As this creature attacks, you may tap a non-attacking creature you control without summoning Cygnus. When you do, add its power to this creature's. I guess I'm not blocking. In that case, I'll take 6. If you insist. If you enlist. Infinite Gobos. Well, their thing has trample with the Inti, so I can't jump block it. Okay, thankfully they can't cast that. Scamp. Bomber. Okay. I mean, I guess they're just gonna kill me with Monument, right? Is likely what's gonna happen. Dude, they are popping off. Okay. And they're at 18. You know, I'm not blocking with this one, so. Okay. Draw a card. Mako, Inti, get... Okay, sure. They said good game. I mean, I don't think I'm dead, right? Also, they tapped their Guardian. Now they can't even attack with the Guardian. Opponent? Yeah, we can make a bunch of them fly, too. I mean, they're going to get lost a Bomber this turn. Yeah, I'm assuming they probably didn't want to tap that. Alright, I block with everything. Everything except the Bomber. They definitely were supposed to activate that before attacks. Or after attacks, sorry. Attack with Guardian, enlist, and then discard. But they don't have a card in hand, right? So, as of right now, they can't kill me? Yeah, they can't kill me right now. But I also don't know if I can kill them, right? 2, 4, 6, 8, 12. I can give 5 of them flying. This doesn't give them haste, does it? So I think the only card that I could have drawn to kill them... Man. The only card that I could have killed them... The only card that I could have drawn to kill them would have been the Howl Squad Heavy to give the Krenko tokens haste. Wait a minute. Hold on. I have an idea. No, not black. No, I don't want black mana. Stop. Stop. I need red. I guess it doesn't matter from mapping, but... I think if I map into 2 spells... This might be enough? Right? 4, 8... Hold on, I think I found lethal. 4, 8, 9, 10, 11, 16. Holy... I think I found lethal. No shot. Right? 4, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 plus 4 is 16. I'll sack it. You can have a counter. Ooh, alright. Game 1 down. What do we want against this deck? Like, maybe Nemesis is okay? But Nemesis is not fantastic against Get Lost. Also, by the way, I just want to point out, this is why you should not play Get Lost in your deck. Because my opponent cast Get Lost, and they lost the game because of it. So, I'm just saying. You could just not play Get Lost. Yeah, Burst Lightning kills an early Mako, but I think on the draw, Burst Lightning is kind of awkward. I'm just going to run it back. Parlor. Gotta go fast, gotta go fast. Mako. May I proceed to the combat phase? I think they have Torch. That thing has got Menace. Okay. I'm just going to do this. They definitely thought they could block. Maybe I'm supposed to just play Gut Searslicer there, but I was a little bit worried about them having like a big pop-off turn with Mako. So I chose not to do that, but could just be -1 token. Got 3 in hand? I mean, you better find some ways to discard cards. That classifies, I would say. I think Burnout Bashtronaut is a fat Cloud Ripper. What? I'm not playing the PT. Everybody seems to think that. Is it really that much of a debate? I just said 4 days until the PT. I didn't say in the title that I was playing. But we're going to be doing a watch party. Which is why I put it in the title, because we're going to be, watching it all weekend. No, I'm not going to the PT. I know. It doesn't say that I'm playing in the PT. But everybody just assumes that, I haven't played a Pro Tour in... It depends. Do you count Arena Championships as Pro Tours? Not technically a Pro Tour, but I did play one Arena Championship. Alright, the last Arena Championship I played was Kaldheim, and the last Pro Tour I played was Dragons of Tarkir. Arena Champs are basically World Championships. I mean, I agree with you. What is a call time? Bro, the set came out 2 years ago. Don't ask me what a call time is. Come on. Alright, let me cook. Let me cook for 1 second real quick. I require a bit of chefing. Just a little... Oh. I don't think that's a good draw, is it? Also, I just noticed my opponent has Mycosynth Gardens, kind of based. Oh, I can haste the 1/1s? Yeah, it is pretty good. Okay, sure. Sure. Being able to haste all the 1/1s does sound kind of sick. Oh, we're also on max speed. Oh, I can just dump a whole bunch of mana into this, right? I did say earlier that we didn't have anything to do with the extra mana from Burnout, or from Howl Squad, but Burnout is that exact thing, which is kind of dope. We're going to deal a lot of damage with this Burnout next turn. Oh, true. The Howl Squad doesn't have haste. That is a good point. I forgot that the Howl Squad didn't have haste. I mean, we'll manage. We'll live. I just want to make tokens, man. I just want to make tokens. I think we have lethal, right? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10, 13, 7, 10, 11, 12. I think we have Exaxes. If my calculations are correct, I believe we have exactly lethal. Now, my calculations have been known to be wrong before, so, we'll see what happens. Oh, I could have made more. I could have went to combat, triggered this, and then used the Krenko. I could have made more tokens, yeah. No, I actually missed... Yeah, I missed 1 Goblin, right? Yeah, I missed 1. I just wanted to have 6, man. It's lethal, so we're fine. Dude, the goblins cannot be stopped. I'm telling you. They simply cannot be stopped. I mean, lands, am I right, is okay, but I don't know. It's a little cringy. Like, if you're gonna say lands, am I right, you might as well just say nice deck. Because it kind of means the same thing most of the time, right? Because the thing about nice deck is it has multiple connotations, right? You could be saying nice deck because you're getting flooded, or you could be saying nice deck making fun of your opponent's deck, right? It could be either or. They don't know what you're up to, you know. Who knows? So it has dual purpose. It's like good in any situation, if that makes sense. Dragon Fodder. Why isn't Decky in the game? Because I copyrighted it. I drew the city once. Funny enough, there was the game where we had the city. We needed all of the mana from it to kill them that turn, so it did come up. That was the game where I killed them with the maps. But I had exactly enough mana to sack both maps and then give everything flying with Dropkick Bomber. But if I didn't have the city, I would not have had enough mana. So it kind of worked out perfectly. You wouldn't know where to run my Krenko now, would you, buddy? Tonber with the 2 gifted subs. If you didn't get one, dodge in chat. It's as simple as that. Thank you for the 2 gifted, Tonber. Boo. Boo. Deck, yeah. Remember that thing I said earlier where our Pixie opponents did not draw Nowhere to Run and we were beating them? And now my Pixie opponent has drawn 2 copies of Nowhere to Run and we have no permanents in play? It's almost like I knew this was going to happen. He was foreshadowing it the whole time. It's not deck dies to removal, it's deck dies to specifically Nowhere to Run. Like Grim Bauble and the Momentum Breaker, you don't give a shit about those cards. It's specifically Nowhere is what you care about. The other ones don't matter. Because you're playing a bunch of X3s, you know. You have shitters to sack to the Momentum Breaker. Alright, I'm not having fun anymore. What did we do last time? I want to say I cut 2 Krenko, a Bomber, and a Fodder for 4 of these fuckers. Sim done. Like, I know it's more 3-mana cards, but I want to have, if you're going to play Overlord as one of your main Blink things, I want to have both of my Blink things work with the Overlord. Yeah, that is true. It is a Blink target and an enabler. Like, I get why you want Charming Prince. But again, I think if you're playing Charming Prince, you kind of need to play both Steel Seraph and Fleshgorger. Like, I think the way I would build this deck is I would start, like, 4 Charming Prince. I think I would go, like, here's what I would do, right? I'd probably cut the Overlords. As much as, I don't know. I mean, I get Overlord does kind of set up the combo, so that is nice. But, give me a sec here. Do this. So, like, if you cut the Overlords for Fleshgorgers, then you can swap the Gatekeepers for Parting Gusts. So then your setup is 4 Prince, 4 Parting Gust, 4 Seraph, 4 Fleshgorger. No, I know. So your 3s would be like 4 Fleshgorger, 4 Seraph, 3 Ketramos. Or you just play 4 Ketramos and play 12 threes. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe that doesn't work because that's too many threes. The cover-up is good. The Beza... I could take or leave the Bezas. Brother, I have a 3/4 creature. What are you doing? Why are you attacking? Do I sack the Scamp here? Nah, it's a decline. I will declare a block, I promise you. So yeah, something like that, where you go 4 Gatekeeper, 3 Prince, 2 Scroll Shift, 4 Overlord, 3 Seraph, 2 Fleshgorger, that's 18. You keep the 8 1-minute cards, that's 26. You keep the 3 Annoyance, that's 29. Then you keep the 4 Ketramoses, 33. Then like 1 Feed, 1 Go, 1 Pest Control, 25 land, send it. Something like that. I know I said that real fast, but... I like the concept, though. I do like the concept a lot. Of, like, mixing Ketramos with the Flicker stuff. I think you're on the right track. For sure. Call it Ketra Scam. You any goblins? You definitely didn't draw nowhere to run this game, right? For sure. Okay. Picked up Bauble. I mean, if they picked up Bauble, I guess I have to play this. Beep boop. Burr, 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 burr. They called our bluff. Yeah. When I was tapped out and attack with my creature that has to attack, they definitely called my bluff. Come on, I know you don't have nowhere to run. Don't lie to me. I'm not going to let you lie to me. I cast a barrage. So at least if they have to bauble the Searslicer, we get 1 token out of it. Oh, they just fucked up? Okay, so I'm up a token because they fucked up. I'll take the free token. Actually, no, I'm up 2 tokens because if they had killed the if they had killed the heavy before combat, I wouldn't have had this, and I wouldn't have had this as well. Yeah, maybe they respected Krenko. So I guess like, if they know where to run the heavy before I go to my combat phase, then I play Krenko. Yeah, maybe. Rude. Alright, I mean, that's all I got left. Send it. Hope it's good enough. Something tells me it may not. No bauble? Okay. I'm okay with that. Hold. This 3/3 is going the distance. He's going the distance. He's going for speed. Do I cast the torch now? No, I don't think so. Oh, okay, hold. Hold. Chat, don't pog yet. I repeat, do not pog yet. I'm keeping the city in hand in case they have Nightmare, because then I can just discard city and keep the torch. Okay, bin 2, that's good. Huge. damage? Winning this game would be kind of insane. All the shit that I had to fight through to get here, to get where we are in this world. Look at this beauty that I've crafted. Goddamn arms race. Hold. Give me a good card. Give me one good card. I don't know if that's a good card, but it is a card. I don't think I want to trade Searslicer here. That's good for me. Goblino. Can make a shit ton of mana and pump that into the Bashtronaut. They kind of need to find second Shepherd at this point. Maybe I should have held the Burnout. I can't afford to, right? How many Shepherds do they even play? They kept the card on top. It's got to be Shep, right? At least I have a 3/3, right? Right. Maybe it's like Nord. Maybe it's... No! Why did I say anything? God damn it. Come on. We were so close. We were so close. We were so close. Yeah, they didn't crack the food. That's fair. Oh, because they let the food die to the lockdown? Yeah. Okay, here's a question. 3 damage or 1 token? It's really close, right? God damn, it's close. Because the 1 token this turn represents 2 more next turn. But given the fact that I have Barrage in hand, if they just draw a creature, I have them dead. Yeah, I think it's got to be attack here. I think you got to attack. Hold! Pixie remains defeated. Pixie remains defeated. We beat it 3 times today. Wild.